Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Get in the Garage.
We're a music podcast.
For music lovers.
Happy holidays! Happy holidays! This is our Get in the Garage holiday special, so Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrate Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Kwanzaa. Happy
Joyeux Noel.
Festivus.
Happy Festivus to all who don't celebrate. We've got a great show planned for you today. We're gonna, give you some music news, but we have a couple other special things in store today, don't we?
Yes, we are going to do a gifts exchange, a Secret Santa, if you will, and then after
Secret
that,
Krampus.
Krampus. I like that one. And then after that, we are going to do another song draft. We did a Beatles song draft. We are going to song draft the worst holiday songs of all time. Also, our gift exchange is themed the same way, bad gifts.
Yeah.
Kind of. So we are going for a Christmas so bad it's good.
Yep.
A whatever you celebrate so bad it's good.
Yep.
And we are going to tell you about the worst Christmas songs that have ever existed because these already make people upset, and we're gonna.
I love all of them.
Yeah, we're gonna go harder. So
Yeah. All right, so let's get it started here.
Get in the garage. It's a bad Christmas.
We need the slap, in Sleigh Ride, they use a wooden thing to make the horse, like the whip. No, not the leather.
Oh,
It's like 2 blocks to make the crack of the whip.
I know what you're talking about.
All right. Oh my God, I'm playing it again. Sorry, guys. So it's the holiday season, and we got a little bit of music news for you. Not much. There's kind of not a whole lot going on anyway. But
I don't want to start. Somebody else.
I'll start.
I start every week.
I saw something that Snoop Dogg said recently in an interview this week. He claimed to have written his early raps in the very old days of his career on a typewriter and not in a notebook.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
So a fun fact, he used to borrow a typewriter that was one of his label mates, and he said it helped him keep more organized than a notebook. So I just picture him typing like, "You bitches aren't shit, but hoes and tricks." Bing! And just leaving them in a typewriter like it's a shining at him. So just a fun fact.
Yeah, that is a fun fact.
That was great music news, and in addition to our large amount of Snoop Dogg coverage that we've covered this year.
It's very on brand.
It's been a very Snoop Dogg year.
Speaking of on brand, Ticketmaster fucked up the Bad Bunny concert in Mexico.
No.
So Bad Bunny had a concert in Mexico. Ticketmaster kind of was aware of the situation that was happening where duplicate tickets were being sold that were counterfeited. So when you got to the counter and it scanned to get into the concert, they just voided all those tickets. So there was like kind of a massive defrauding of the people that actually got tickets. And so what is coming of this is the president of Mexico has asked Bad Bunny to give a free concert for all the upset fans. I don't know if that is going to happen, but that is what has been, gone through all this because there's been quite some outrage. The Mexican government is looking into Ticketmaster over the defrauding, and Ticketmaster could be fined 20% of what the proceeds of that whole thing were. So it could be, or 20% of their profits. Yeah, from their tickets. So it could be like 20% of that whole concert experience that they're going to get fined. Who knows? I just wanted to keep railing against the bad things that keep happening. So sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
It can't happen if they mail you the tickets and you have them in your hand, or you pick them up at the box office and you have them in your hand. I don't know. That seems like
it's a broken system.
It's a broken system.
It is a broken system.
I don't know. Actually, it can happen because you scan the ticket too, and you can just make fake tickets.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do, guys.
Yeah, I don't know.
More music news.
For my music news, the Welcome to Rockville music festival. It's over the course of a couple days in May at Daytona Beach in Florida. They released their 4-day lineup and all that stuff. And but it's interesting because you were talking about Ticketmaster, and while you were doing that, I thought to myself, I wonder if like tickets to this festival are through Ticketmaster. It's not. You buy them directly from the festival, like via their website.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So maybe that's what artists should start doing, man. They should start being allowed like access to venues.
I think
and
they just use Ticketmaster because they have such
It's-
good infrastructure of the whole system, which now we're seeing not really.
yeah, not so good after
So
all.
they use them, and that's why there's fees with Ticketmaster, because Ticketmaster has like better servers.
yeah.
But
Who
Well,
knows?
like a thing too. I think there used to be a lot more like independently owned like venues. You know, and I
Oh,
think
right,
now
yeah.
there's like a lot more of like a corporate structure of venues where like maybe like that's kind of happening too. And a lot of these people are so big, they just don't want to. You're one person and you're like trying to just do something, and like that's what like the record label should really be like actively tackling that, seeing that the record label does actively nothing anymore in a modern sense. They do something, but it's very minimal. So I think that would be the avenue to like go after, but it's
Yeah.
it's a crazy thing.
Yeah.
So what's up with this Rockfest, Michael?
It's interesting. It's every day seems to be fairly themed. Like I'll just read off the headliners for each day because there's a bunch of other bands that are playing too. So Thursday, Slipknot, Rob Zombie, Queens of the Stone Age. Friday, Avenged Sevenfold, Evanescence, and Hardy. I don't know who Hardy is. Saturday is Pantera, Godsmack, and Alice Cooper. And then Sunday is Tool, Deftones, and Incubus.
That's a giant metal festival.
And there's a number of bands underneath. I mean, like Chevelle making another appearance on
is this
on
a
bill.
2002 festival or 2023 festival?
That's what I'm
23,
saying.
man.
That circuit is rolling really hard. With
It's
these
kind of
giant
like thriving.
festival lines.
Classic
yeah.
rock.
But you have also other stuff though too, because you've got like Pussifer, Trivium, Bullet for My Valentine, Blackstone Cherry, which is like this band that's kind of like they were. To put it broadly, where you could lump them in with like Wolf Mother and like bands like that. You know what I mean? Where it's
I thought they were
like
a
this.
Buck Cherry cover band.
No. Actually, Blackstone Cherry's not a terrible band. They were a regular listen back in the day.
Put it on the
But
back
then-
of the album. Not a terrible band.
A terrible band. But
Michael.
Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening is playing.
Oh, that's kind of
so
cool.
that's cool. Then you have like the Mars Volta, Coheed and Cambria, Anti-Flag. So there you go, George. You should go catch this.
Bruderman, all you.
Just a bunch of different bands, and it's kind of cool because it's pretty varied. Even though everything is kind of like more rock and metal leaning, there's still like some interesting.
It's in
things
Florida.
there. Yeah, it's
And there's no Limp Bizkit on this lineup.
Oh, don't
What
even
the
get
fuck?
don't even get me started.
What a travesty.
Okay? A travesty, indeed.
No respect.
But yeah, it looks like a pretty interesting show. I wonder if they'll televise it, or at least we could get some videos from some performances. We'll talk about it in May at some point, I'm sure.
Speaking of festivals, did you see Mike Patton from Mr. Bungle like attack that drone? Because you reminded me of it, like the festival. He's on stage. I'm just
I
gonna
saw
like real
something
fast
talking
give this
about
to you. So he's on stage here, and this is like what's happening at festivals now. Is people are bringing like these giant or just these outdoor shows. They're bringing these drones. And he like sees it and gets very upset and tries to smack it with his microphone, but misses. What do you guys think about like drones at these festivals?
I don't think they should be
Yeah.
allowed.
I don't think they should be allowed at all.
'Cause here's the thing.
But how do you stop it?
How do you stop at one? But it's crazy that like you want to go to a concert that's already being filmed. And then, like, it's already being, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand the
I'll say
whole.
this.
You want
I
to
don't
fly a
understand any of
drone
it.
at the con? It's so
Let me say this
bizarre
though.
to me.
Let me say this. Like our dad has a drone license, and that's like an FAA approved thing. Like that's actually you can only go certain heights and stuff. I'm just saying I'm very much surprised that that's something that isn't illegal because that should be a no-fly for drone. You know what I'm trying? Not no-fly zone, but you know what I'm trying to say.
It's definitely illegal because you're recording, videotaping somebody else's thing that you paid money to get into. You can't do that. So
it's just a ballsy move.
Yeah,
though,
though. To be fair, like what you're talking about here is when you actually go to fly a lot of these drones. The lower end ones obviously don't have any sort of controls on them, but the higher end ones, you can't actually fly in certain zones. The FAA restricts them and like has a whole map where if you try to take it off, it just alerts you and says, you can't do that, buddy. Nice try. And it'll stop you from taking off.
Oh, so you're thinking that there's like a workaround that like these concerts just
probably
haven't
just
figured
use-
out yet, where you could just like when you try to send them off, it's just like, no, not even gonna work. Like you can deactivate radio control.
Yeah,
But
there's
you can't
I don't
You
believe
override that.
override it, and then it like just gets to the barrier and like just like it's an invisible wall. It won't go any further.
Yeah, the software like doesn't let you take off. Yeah, it's like no fly zones essentially.
Wow.
Because for example, like
I respect
our
it.
father went to Greece and he tried to fly, and like pretty much all of Greece is a no fly zone.
Yeah.
Well, they
As
don't
far
have
as drones.
airplanes there, so
Yeah. No.
Only goats.
They have those bicycles with wings that flap, and that's how they
it's
get from island
it's
to
all
island.
steampunk technology.
I thought they
It's one of those
wrote.
big, like the big, like hi-hat
Squeeze the
symbol.
goat bladder harder.
I thought they wrote a gypsy a letter. No.
No. That's
Interesting.
that's for the curses, Luke.
I have a couple RIPs.
Yes.
RIP to composer Angelo Badalamenti, who is known for his work with David Lynch, such as the TV series Twin Peaks, the films Blue Velvet, Mulholland Drive, etc., and also the Christmas classic National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation was an early score of his, so I believe is 85 years old, I think. And another RIP to synthesizer inventor Herb Deutsch, who was 90, I believe, when he died this past week. And he was one of the co-creators with Bob Moog of the Moog synthesizer. He took Bob Moog's early design of a theremin, and he helped work on the keyboard interface of the Moog synthesizer in 1964. And then he and Bob Moog were like the only two guys for the next decade who would go out and do like lectures across the country to teach people how to use the Moog synthesizer because it was such a hands-on, like no manual type of thing. So a longtime professor at Hofstra University, I think. He was the chair of the music department. And huge music innovator, especially in the world of electronic music in the 20th century.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
The last piece of music news that I have is to bring it around to the holidays. Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You" returns to #1 for a 4th straight December. Can we just let her call herself the Queen of Christmas already? For God's sakes, man, just let her do.
She was on the parade this year,
Yeah.
I think.
She was.
It's every
Cool.
Christmas, man. It's every Christmas. So congratulations to Mariah Carey. You're my Queen of Christmas. I'll just say that. Do you guys have any other music news?
I mean,
sir.
I kind of had like a little thing. I just went real fast before we go. Keith Urban sold his catalog, which I thought was interesting because he's somebody that's like not a million years old. So he sold his catalog to Litmus for $500 million, which is
Holy shit.
a chunky bit of change.
You buy like 4,000 kangaroos with that kind of money.
I agree.
You can buy so much hair products.
You need a new kangaroo guy, man. I can get you $4,000 for $50.
You need a new kangaroo guy.
He just traded his catalog to L'Oreal for like hair dye.
Gentlemen.
Gel.
Gentlemen.
So yeah, I thought that was interesting because he's
500
much
Yeah, that's a
much younger
lot.
than everybody else I've seen.
Because you figure the Paul
Can you
Simons
get
and
me
the-
Keith Urban's age, Alex?
Can any of us name a Keith Urban song?
Not one.
Life is a high. Wait, no.
No, dude, that's
think
Rascal
that's
Flask, and that's a cover.
That's Tom Cochran.
No, I know.
via-
I'm just being an ass.
He's 55 years old.
55, but that's still what I thought he was about.
Yeah.
But that's way younger than like Neil Young, Stevie Nicks, Paul Simon, Dylan.
500
Right.
million?
500.
That's a lot.
That's
How
what-
much did Dylan get?
Yeah, how much did Dylan's catalog go for?
500 mil, man. That's steep.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, what?
Who likes Keith Urban that much?
Ooh. Bob Dylan went from 150 to 200 million. There's no hard thing saying here,
What?
but
Keith Urban got more money for all
That's
of his
kind of
music
absurd,
than
yeah.
Right?
Bob
Did
Dylan
I? Am I reading this right? Music Biz World. Keith Urban sells for of course. Yeah. I mean, 500 mil. That's what it says.
Jesus.
Thought that
That's
was
crazy.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
And that's like,
500 million.
I think,
And he's married to Nicole Kidman.
yeah, and
So-
I'm just thinking about like, that dude, as far as I know, has only been putting out music for like 30 years too. I say only, but like in comparison to the people that Luke just said.
Fucking Bob Dylan.
Like-
Yeah. Crazy.
That's actually really big.
Yeah, man.
So can none of you name a Keith Urban song?
Oh, I can't. I don't know.
No.
He did a song with John Mayer that I also don't know. Or an album.
What are the top? Do we have maybe the top streamed Keith Urban songs?
Looking for it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Every Keith Urban song I think of is really a Tim McGraw
Let
song.
me tune back into this conversation here. I was getting my sources from a little bit of a sketchy place here. We are on the enemy.com, which is, you know, the legitimate, undisclosed.
Oh.
Undisclosed.
So it could be 500
It
mil,
could
though.
be,
It
but
very well could be.
it's no way.
There's no way.
There's
it's
no
500
way it's
$500
500.
million.
That's what I was saying. I was like,
Let's see if you know any of those songs.
I don't know. I
Zero.
had openly
Somebody
admit.
Like You?
Sure.
Sing it.
No. Blue Ain't Your Color?
Oh, see, I thought that was Tim McGraw, so I was right. I do know that
you got
song.
One, you got
okay.
one. The Fighter. I think that one's a
blue ain't your
sports
color.
song.
How's that one go?
I don't know, but I've heard it. I knew it was a song about blue because Tim McGraw has a song about blue too.
His most streamed song is Blue Ain't Your Color,
Yeah.
and that's at 252 million. That's pennies, man.
Yeah.
He has just a bunch of.
252 million pennies.
He just has a bunch of koala bots. that
So,
are down.
before we
So he
went,
just plays it over
I guess I
loudspeakers
was
to the
trying.
wallabies.
I was trying to keep you guys up on this news here about like catalog sales. Undisclosed amount, not 500
Luke's an
million.
unofficial representative of Keith Urban, trying to
The
get that
Urban
market
estate.
value of.
I listen, not worth it.
He actually, so in respect though, he has comparable streams to Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan's highest streamed song is "Knocking on Heaven's Door" at 281 million.
Yeah.
So they're really close, and I'm sorry, that was misinformation. Like a Rolling Stone, 286 million.
That's so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's streaming, and streaming is like it's in general people 30 and younger.
Yeah,
And,
but
Yeah.
and
Well,
probably
that's
And also,
what-
we gotta remember Bob Dylan kind of sucks.
like a Rolling Stone.
you listen here. He's no Neil Young.
He's no Keith Urban, is what I said. That's what we
He's
said.
no
That's-
Keith Urban.
That,
I'll
well,
say
that's what
that.
they said. They said Keith Urban is our generation's Bob Dylan.
He's the Australian Bob Dylan.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah. That's not a guitar. This is a guitar. All right. Let's wrap it up.
So Christmas time is here again, and here at Get in the Garage, we wanted to give each other terrible gifts.
Non-denominational presents.
There you
Oh,
go.
God, my Bible. God damn it.
Mine's a crucifix.
God damn it, I got you all Taurus. So we did the secret gift exchange
Yeah, Secret Santa. Man.
for weird and terrible gifts. Who would like to go first? Who would like to give?
I'll give first.
Okay. Jeffrey?
My gift is for our producer Alex.
Alex. Merry Christmas, Alex.
Mary Chrysler.
Merry Chrysler. Happy Christmas.
Whose ugly sweater I am blessed to be wearing today. It is Harambe with Jingle Bells.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Gone too soon. Let's see.
Alex.
King.
Alex will.
I
put
first want
the-
you to. I want you to read the sticker tag.
Alex will show us his gift.
The one on the box, correct?
Yeah. No, the one on the wrapping paper.
Oh. There's a funny one on the box.
Oh, there's a good one on the wrapping paper too.
Oh no.
It's a throwback. It's a throwback
So-
to a good Christmas story.
To Alex from the Santa Clausy. So
Oh.
let's take a quick hiatus here. Before I understood Santa Claus was not a real human being, I wrote a letter to him when I was a young child, and the good old gentleman sitting in the middle wearing a Santa Claus hat decided to sign the letter and respond to me, and decided to spell Claus wrong with an E.
I thought it's the English version.
Old English.
Old English.
Old English.
Santa
So
Claus.
fast forward to New Year's.
New Year's.
New Year's. I'm falling asleep in my aunt's bedroom because I had a tummy ache.
Luke was a wee lad. I'm sorry, Alex was a wee lad.
Wee lad. And I hear them chopping it up, and I hear them laughing about how it was incorrect, and I was still awake, and I ran out, and I yelled at my brother that you ruined my Christmas, and they all laughed at me.
Yeah, it was so brutal. It was so brutal. We were all like half in the bag, and I'm just like,
Thanks a lot for ruining my life.
Yeah, that's the exact quote, actually.
Exactly.
Thanks a lot for ruining my life. And then what's worse is we all turned and looked at him and then just started laughing hysterically.
So I had to
Tears
stir up that traumatic childhood memory.
streaming
How
down
dare
his
you.
face.
I'm sorry.
We've been having a bad Christmas ever since.
It's never been the same.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Did you get Alex?
It's a little,
All right, let's show the camera
Let's get that hand in camera.
It is a rearview mirror ornament, the notorious BIRD.
Very nice.
It's a duck with sunglasses and like gold chains around its neck.
Yeah, notorious.
Oh my god.
BIRD.
I love that. And it says on the box too. I thought that's what you meant because it says, "Please remove the ducks delicately, as they are ceramic and can break very easily if too much force is applied."
Here's your bad gift. I wrapped it bad.
All right. Yeah. Good.
It says to somebody else on there too.
What does it say it's to?
It's on the other side. It says to Chelsea.
To Chelsea from Steph.
So,
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
there you go. What did I get you?
Oh, it's a recorder.
No.
Oh, I'm so excited. Baroque finger style, which is great because I'm a big Bach fan.
You need to bust out a Christmas song right now.
I got you a school to open that bitch. I got you
All
a
right.
school style recorder.
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't remember the last time I had one.
I want you to
I
bust
used
out
to have one that was blue. I thought it was
Jingle
so
Bells
cool.
in one take.
Let's hear it.
Oh, come on, man.
Come
you guys are
on.
putting pressure on me right
You
now.
can do it.
All right, hold on. Good God.
I saw it and I was like, oh, that's the gift right there.
Wow.
That's the gift that keeps on giving. Everyone
Warm up that embouchure.
everyone loves the sound of
Alright.
a school recorder.
All right.
Let's hear it, Jingle Bells.
Yeah, Jingle Bells, please.
All right, hold on a second. It's been a minute.
One half verse of Jingle Bells.
Okay.
It's not the Rugrats theme.
Oh. With a little lip trill. Wow. Jethro Tull over here.
I'm the Pied Piper, motherfucker.
Wow.
All right.
Classic.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Luke.
I will
Thank
go
you.
next. This gift is from me to Jeffrey.
Wow.
We got it.
All right.
It's a double gift.
Oh shit. This is
Toilet seat cover.
a toilet seat cover that grows like a chia pet. I hope this is real. Oh my god. Edible. You can grow herbs, sprouts. Jesus.
Pop it
Oh
open.
my goodness. Oh, is this? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's just the box.
It is just.
Oh.
All right, let's go. Jingle bells. First try.
So that is a
Wow.
gag gift box, and
I
then
was like, what is
inside more
making this
meaningful.
Nice. It's a piano that I can walk on, or I could play like I'm a baby. Potty piano.
Say to go around the toilet.
You can compose while you take a shit.
Oh God.
Classic. Thank
All
you so
right.
much.
The more you know, the more
God.
you get calls.
Wow.
Oh,
So good.
very, very nice. And last but not least, certainly, is the gift I got you, Luke, and I really, really hope you enjoy it.
I'm afraid to open this.
I think you'll find it really, really fun and interesting. I hope you'll enjoy this on a nice Sunday evening when you're just hanging out. It's a John Fogerty DVD from 2007.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Performances. Where are the performances? There's
There's 3 whole songs on here.
3 songs.
no.
Yeah,
They're different sets, aren't they?
it's the
It's got bonus material.
it's got bonus material.
A 4th song.
Plays Bad Moon Rising 3 times in a row.
It's
Wow.
No, that was
oh no, there's a full set. There's a full set. on here.
I forget what it was.
Ramble Tamble recorded live at Glastonbury.
If anybody knows anything about John Fogerty, it's that the height of his career was in 2007.
And then there's an extra song on here from the same show.
Yeah.
Or
It says where it's recorded, like down, I think, the lower right,
No,
left-hand corner.
this
Down
is,
on the bayou.
This is literally 2 songs in a documentary.
It's like 2 music videos of 55-year-old John Fogerty.
Keep on chuglin.
Yeah, and then
Ramble Tamble. Yeah, in the making of, yeah.
I'm excited to
Watch all
watch the
17
making
minutes.
of an album I haven't heard. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I think it's at a Glastonbury Festival in 2007.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where did you get this fun treat?
I don't really want to share that, but I saw it and I couldn't help but.
Why don't you want to share where you got this fun treat?
Well, no, I found
Merry
it. At the,
Christmas, y'all.
I found it at the Dollar Tree.
Yo, they have John Fogerty DVDs in the
guess so.
Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I was in line because I had to buy some coloring books for Christmas, and I looked over and I'm like, "Is that a fucking John Fogerty DVD?" I was like, "That looks like that's what I'm getting Luke for Christmas."
This is what Terrible Christmas is all about. It's
Yeah.
about getting something that you didn't want
yeah,
and you're gonna keep on the shelf forever.
It's a new coaster.
yeah.
Yo, keep on chugling, bro. Merry Christmas.
saying, I'm like-
What does that even mean?
Who
Dude,
knows? Who cares?
You haven't heard of chugling?
Chuglin? You don't
That's
chugle?
what like if you were to describe like what is Creedence music, it's chugling music.
Oh, there we go.
Very
so
successful. Cheers.
cheers to us and to a great year. And
Here's to the polar bears and the Coke commercials.
yes, exactly. Polar Bears and the Coke commercials. Alex, salute.
Happy
all of you,
happy
winter
holidays.
solstice.
Holidays. To all of you who listen as well, we are very grateful for you and thank you very, very much. All right.
Oh, how about a gift we have for the public?
Oh, yes, actually. We
Some
have-
brand new stickers.
We have some stickers. We got a whole bunch of them. So if you would like one, you feel free to reach out to us on all social media platforms or email or, you know.
And they have a scannable Spotify code.
They do
So you just
indeed,
hold
so
it up
yeah.
with your phone and it brings you right to our
Yeah,
podcast.
and you can scan it. So there you go. Shall we take a quick break? We'll come back and have the ultimate so bad it's good
Oh, I can't
Christmas
wait.
music song ref. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Get in the Garage. We are a music podcast.
The music.
Thank you
podcast.
for music lovers.
Second time you brought us in and didn't say the.
Keep it going.
What are you gonna do? So we are drafting.
Have some respect.
Oh, where are you? What are we doing?
No, keep going.
Keep going. We're good.
All right. We are drafting the worst holiday songs that have ever existed.
Are they the worst or are they the best?
the best of the worst?
You let us know. So bad they're good.
Hurts
So good
good.
they're bad.
Yes. So these are all the holiday songs that kind of make us cringe, but we kind of like them anyway. So there's a lot of that goes around with Christmas music. So we thought we'd hit the topic head on and give you a crappy Christmas playlist.
Yes.
So there's 30 choices. The three of us each chose 10 to bring to the table. And we have our list here. We're going to do a fantasy draft. We will all end with 10 of the best of the worst of the best. To start this off, to pick the order, we're going to throw out a 1 or 2 on shoot. The odd man out goes first. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Luke is first. Me and Mike, 1, rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh.
I am second. Mike is third
I've been
and
cut by
fourth.
the scissors.
So
All
Luke's
right.
going to kick us off. What is the overall number 1 pick of our So Bad They're Good holiday songs, Luke?
I am going to start off with a holiday oddity. We have the Jewish man from Minnesota, Mr. Robert Zimmerman himself, Bob Dylan, doing the Christmas classic, Must Be Santa. This is one I brought to the table.
Must be Santa.
It is an aggressive polka version of the song where Bob Dylan's
It's an aggressive polka.
gravelly post 2000s vocals give you holiday cheer
Like
to
you've
fill
never
your,
experienced.
yes, to just fill your heart. I really love this Bob Dylan Christmas album. It is really bad for a lot of reasons, but really great for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
It toes that line. His voice is the catalyst of the good bad. This is the apex of it. Please check out the music video where Bob Dylan's at a party wearing a giant like gray wig while this raucous party is going on around him. Probably one of my favorite Christmas songs of all time, even though it's horrible and bad.
It's
Yeah.
one of those songs too that's like a Boy Scout song where like each new chorus he adds lines that build. So like the final chorus, it's like 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah, right.
12
right,
Days of
right.
shit miss,
Yeah.
basically.
It's a shit miss. Yeah,
but it's good.
A highlight for me with this song is when he's naming off the reindeer, and it's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen. Then he's like Kennedy, Johnson.
He does every
Clinton,
every
Nixon.
president from Kennedy up until like present day when the song was recorded, which is
Yeah.
like also insane. It's really funny.
All right, there you go. So
right.
pick number 1. Good choice. Good
My
choice.
first pick is a song that is very, very long. It opens up with a Night Before Christmas style poem by Dolomite, blaxploitation legend. It is featuring Eazy-E, one of the, in my opinion, worst rappers of all time. It is a song called Merry Motherfucking Christmas. This
I
song
thought you were gonna go another way with that one.
This song also features a
some
girl
respect.
group called Menage a Trois, whose verses are somehow almost more sexually explicit than Eazy-E's. And to finish it off, the end of the song features the first known recording of Will I Am and Apple the Ape from Black Eyed Peas in their early group called like Atbar or Akbar Clan.
Okay.
It's like a 7-minute nightmare, but it's very good. It's awful in the best way.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty intense.
It's
yeah.
This is a terrible Christmas song.
Yeah.
It does not make you feel warm and fuzzy.
No.
But it's pretty funny and the first mention of Dolomite on our list today. So
First
First
of a
of
few.
many.
keep your eyes peeled for those Dolomite references.
Yeah, I was playing this in the kitchen the other night, and we were like, "Oh, we're feeling the Christmas spirit," so I threw this on, and yeah, I was like, "This is not good music for a 3-year-old to be listening to." I'm just gonna hit the skip button on this one.
Love it.
Love it.
Lots of vibra slap and jingle bells.
Yep. All right.
All right, Mike has 2 back-to-back picks.
All right, I'm gonna go kind of 2 opposites here because because where I'm at strategically, I'm trying to do this. So pick number 1 is actually a pick that was not suggested by me.
Oh, I was wondering when that would happen.
Oh, it's
Very
the first
good.
one out the
Wow.
gate because Jeff's pick, one of Jeff's picks was the first one that I thought of that I wanted, and that is the devil worshiper himself, King Diamond. No presents for Christmas. I fucking love this song. Immediately, one of the first songs that I thought about for this list, for my list, was that King Diamond track. So, yeah, I love that song. He cackles and he's talking about how there's no presents for Christmas. It's amazing. I love it. Great guitar solos. It's a straight metal record. I played it for Luke at 6:40 in the morning, and he hated it, and I just love
It's
that
so-
so much.
It's like this is the thing. It's like
He was
the
like,
song.
"Oh God, what the hell is this?" And I'm like, "Ha ha ha."
The song itself is like one of the best like thrash metal songs you've ever heard. You're like, oh, this is a great thrash metal song. But then at the same time, you're just like, this is terrible. Like the vocal just being so
And he's like,
so
Just that
high
kinda
pitched
shit.
and only about like Christmas themed things. It's so weird.
Yes.
It-
Fun
Oh,
fact.
it's amazing.
It was the first release from King Diamond. It was a Christmas song.
Was it
Yes.
really?
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
like his first single.
First thing ever released
to
to the
be fair,
world.
he was in a band called Merciful Fate before this, who had some success as like an early like pioneering metal band.
Okay.
But yeah, then he broke off and he went solo.
And
So
his
yeah,
first
and I
thing he
didn't
did
know
was a
that. I didn't
Christmas
know
song?
that this was it. He would go on to do a lot of. He was very theatrical anyway, though. He would do all kinds of.
I couldn't tell from his face paint on the album cover that he was theatrical.
Could you believe
Like
it?
he was really theatrical. It's
Could
like
you
he's
believe-
dressed
He looked like Kiss meets Alice Cooper.
like Kiss meets the Satan.
And then
All right, back to back.
back to back. So then my second one, I'm gonna go. It was on my list too, and this is a truly awful Christmas song as far as I'm concerned. But respect where respect is due. I'm gonna go with DMX's
I knew you
Rudolph
were
the
gonna take
Red-Nosed
this. I
Reindeer.
knew you were gonna
I love DMX. Check it out. Oh, shout out to Phil Lombardo. Phil, we miss you. We love you. He was on the episode where we talked DMX. I'll try to link that in the video. But that is my second pick. So, yes, King Diamond and DMX as
One
my
of the
first 2 picks.
most classic viral videos of all time is DMX doing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. He
Yeah.
straight does a banger.
He's on like Hot
acapella
97
version,
or something like that, and he's just
where
yeah.
I think the antithesis of this came out. Which came first, the video or the single?
The video.
That's
and
what I
then
thought.
he went to the studio.
He's like, shit, man, I can
Gotta
make
make
some
this official for
Yeah,
the people.
because it was such a banger, man. Like
Yeah,
the
man.
acapella
Come
was.
on. Yeah, yeah. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Come on.
What? Out of every shiny nose. Come on.
Very good.
Oh, so bad.
Thank you. I'm a master impressionist. So
my next
there we go.
my next pick was not for my list. This is a song of Italian appropriation. Is Dominic the Italian Christmas Donkey by Lou Monte. This is our friend Mike Creaturo's favorite Christmas song.
Oh, yeah.
I asked Chelsea what her least favorite Christmas song was, and she was like, Dominic the Donkey, or like the worst one. And I was like, oh yeah. And she goes, yeah, vaguely racist. Like,
But it's Lou Monte, who, another fun fact, was the narrator character in the Frosty the Snowman cartoon.
oh, so my suspicions.
Yeah, he kind of talks like this, like he's like a jazz cat, like. So
I have one of his
Italian
records.
Christmas
It's great.
Donkey. It is.
It's such a weird song. It's like, I don't
He's
know.
like, down in Napoli, got the gabagool.
In Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn. You're like,
Do
what?
Italian people?
Gabagool.
Is anybody Italian? No, none of us are Italian.
I'm Italian.
Do you like this song?
Yeah.
You're Italian too, man.
I mean, kind of.
What do you mean, kind of? You're like a
Yeah.
quarter Italian.
Yeah, but it's like it's all French.
You
man.
can tell by his complexion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm like a
That sun-kissed
He's
skin.
northern
Italian.
Italian.
I'm like a sickly child. I'm like
Yeah.
from Canada. It's not good.
All that, yeah.
Yeah, so this
man.
is just an Italian American, like, this probably came out in the late 50s, right when Italian Americans were running the show.
Jiminy Jig.
All right.
Luke has 2 back-to-backs.
Okay, I am going to go with a song I think is truly terrible, and I would kind of think I knew it existed, but didn't really know it existed, and I didn't put this on the list. Jeff did. We're gonna go with Canned Heat and the Chipmunks.
Oh, that was an awful song.
My fucking god.
I didn't know it existed either until recently.
So this is something I think I like knew about because I'm like obsessed with Canned Heat, and they were on Liberty Records, who also owned the masters to the Chipmunks material in the later '60s. Canned Heat was like Liberty's psychedelic-y band, so why wouldn't you go like their pop group at the time? This mashup is so bad. It starts off with "Christmas Time Is Here" by Alvin and the Chipmunks, and then it's like "Knock That Off." And then Bob the Bear Height from Canned Heat comes in and is like, we're going to boogie.
We're going to boogie a bunch of mice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And from what happens,
All right.
Canned Heat plays one of the best boogies I've ever heard them play, but it's on for 30 seconds on this shitty Christmas
He
song.
was so disappointed. He's like, this is such a waste of a great
And it
boogie.
keeps
What the
getting
fuck is
interrupted by the like
Yeah,
crazy stuff.
it's terrible. There's strong play on Bob the Bear's nickname with the Chipmunks. It's terrible because the song doesn't really play for more than 30 seconds at a time before it getting interrupted by.
And it like crash lands each time.
Yeah, it's so bad. So really, really great, awful Christmas song there with Canned Heat and the Chipmunks. If you like listening to 30 seconds then talking, this is a song for you.
All right, what's your back-to-back?
Okay, my back-to-back, I am going to go with the one I really wanted when we started this, but Michael picked. I'm going to steal another one of yours. We're going to Twisted Sister, Oh Come On You Faithful.
I was like, wait, this is we're not going to take it.
That's
And then
every
it's like,
song
oh,
they
wait,
do.
this
That's
is Oh
every
Come On You
song.
Faithful.
Every song is we're not going to
Yeah.
take it. But I loved, so this
From
was
the album A Twisted Christmas.
a Twisted Christmas, which had large infomercials on VH1 and VH1 Classic around the holiday seasons when this came out.
so good.
I love that this band did this because Twisted Sister are like they know who they are, they know how to have fun, and this is literally the tune of "Come All Ye Faithful" sung to "We're Not Gonna Take It," the classic Twisted Sister hit. It's so funny. The vocal is like flat in a lot of places, which is like it's so like what I really like about Twisted Sister is they take the glam thing, and it's like they don't give a shit if it's like actually really bad, and that's why I really like this. So Twisted Sister, man.
It also ends with Hava Nagila.
Yes.
Near the end.
Yes.
Yes.
How could I forget?
Okay. So Mazel Tov
Oh.
to D. Snyder.
My next pick is, I believe, our first non-Christmas selection, and this is a recent song made for the Disney Channel by star of Hamilton, Daveed Diggs. It's called Puppy for Hanukkah, which is basically a song that sounds like a Snoop Dogg or like, what's that group with Cypress Hill? It's like a G-Funk style thing with klezmer clarinet about getting a puppy for Hanukkah. And he was asked to write this song for the Disney Channel, and it's like a weird Snoop Dogg meets Baby Shark song about Hanukkah.
Give us a little bit of that. Puppy for Hanukkah.
Puppy for Hanukkah.
I cannot play it.
Oh no, I was gonna say, let's give us
Sing it, baby.
give us your Hanukkah. You were giving it to us before off mic.
Hanukkah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh gosh. Yeah.
I did not know the song existed, and I really loved this song. I liked the Benny Goodman clarinet. I liked the plastic pop production on the whole thing. It was really great, and I liked that I love the verses just about like, I'm getting a puppy for Hanukkah and I got 8 chances. Like,
Yeah, it's good.
It's really funny.
It's a nail biter.
Yeah, this was like one of those ones where it's like, this is kind of, it's bad and like, it's because it's like
that clarinet.
It's
man.
like Baby Sharky,
it's
but
so
at the
wild.
same time, it makes me like laugh every time. And then afterwards, you're like, puppy for Hanukkah, because it's like kind of like tough. It's funny, man. I like it. So.
Oh god. All
All
right.
right, Mike.
Good pick. All right. So for my next pick, I'm gonna go with a song that I didn't even really know very well, and it was one of Luke's picks, as it turns out. And Luke and I listened to it on the way to work. What was it, yesterday or the day before? And I was like, good God, this goddamn song is so on the nose, and I like hate it, but it makes me want to cry. And that is Mr. John Denver with "Please Daddy, Don't Get Drunk This Christmas." And I was like, well, man, if there was a song that was an anthem to those couple Christmases that I went to my dad's house for Christmas, oh my goodness, it was. I looked at Luke and I was like, this is kind
It's
of
like
Yo.
the broken home version of Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
yeah, right.
So
Santa Claus is pissed drunk, let me tell you.
I did not know the song existed, and I started to like kind of like do some prep for the show, and I was like, I kept seeing the song come up, and I was like, well, it's got to be something, and the title was shocking. I could not believe how on the nose this was. It's so
man.
horrible.
It's like dad's passed out under the Christmas tree. You're like, oof.
I don't want to see Mommy crying again.
And the thing is I see this John Denver Christmas album everywhere when I'm record shopping all the time. It's sold. So a lot of people heard this song. It's oddly disturbing and kind of like weird, and I hate it on multiple levels.
I love it.
Yes, and
What's
then
your next one?
my second pick
Don't take it from me.
is from my list.
Don't take it.
Oh, what do you think I'm taking? Okay, all right.
No,
I
you
think I
can
know it.
take what you want.
No, because I have another one that I really like
Take what
too.
you want, because you don't know what I want.
I'll go with this one. If it comes back around, then I'll pick it next.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a song that Luke actually thought that I was gonna pick, and I didn't end up picking. And then I thought of it after the fact. I was like, oh yeah, that's totally a me pick. I'm gonna go with my man himself. Everybody makes love. Clarence Carter with "Backdoor Santa."
So bad, it's so good. It's good.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe you didn't
back,
pick
no
this
Santa.
song.
Oh,
Because
it's
this was
so
like
good.
one of the first ones that came to my mind. I was like, oh, Backdoor Santa, the Clarence Carter song where he's talking about it's like Backdoor Man, but
About
he's
giving
just
kids
Santa.
coins so that you can fuck their mom.
Essentially,
If your kids are home, hey, beat it, kid, take these nickels.
Go buy some penny candy and fuck off. Yeah, basically. So yeah, that's
Sampled in Christmas in Hollis, the
Oh.
Run DMC Christmas classic,
Yep,
great
yep.
horn part.
I did not
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
It's
Yeah.
so good, man.
It's so good, it's so good.
Our my picks: Clarence Carter and
So like a Christmas, this is one that is probably more of the one we kind of like, but we know is like weirdly inappropriate,
Yeah.
so it goes into bad.
So it goes on the list. So those are my 2 picks. All right.
All right, my next one.
Oh, what is it?
I am taking. Oh man, there's so many bad ones. They're all so bad. You know what?
Go with your heart, man. Just go with your heart.
I'm going with my heart. This is a song I didn't know. This is a song that Mike suggested. It's so fucking bad. The death metal version of Jingle Bells called Jingle Balls by Korn.
Thank you for selecting that. 'Cause I was gonna pick that one. I love when it goes. As that auto-tune guitar.
The intro,
It's
the intro is so
so
bad.
low.
The intro is so bad because it's just like the longest out of tune version of Jingle Bells I've
And then
ever heard.
And in the middle it goes to it's like blast beats. Oh, it's so bad.
Oh, I'm so happy that you selected that. Thank you.
Horns,
welcome.
Jingle
That,
Balls.
that's the gift that keep jingle balls.
All day
The
they
gift
dream
that
about
keeps
sex,
giving.
man.
Oh man.
Good Lord. Well, good selection, Jeffrey.
So bad.
Oh, man.
All right.
All right, Luke, what are your picks?
All right. I am going to go for my next pick with the original Dolomite, Rudy Ray Moore himself, off the album Anything But a White Christmas.
I love it.
The song is called Merry Christmas, Baby. If you don't know, Rudy Ray Moore was like a comedian turned actor in a blaxploitation film Dolomite. Rudy Ray Moore made a bunch of like kind of like comedy, not comedy albums. This song is more of like one of the straight songs on the record, but it's still really gross because he's like, Merry Christmas, baby, let's get together. And you're like, what does Christmas have to do with you getting together with this woman
He's like, I've
sexually?
been drinking this morning.
Yeah.
It's
Christmas has nothing
I'm
to
drunk.
do.
You're drunk. Let's get weird.
Yeah, with like getting together with this lady, but he's like saying all like the worst things you could say. And it's like not vulgar, like with like saying like swears, but it's like just gross. So
That's gross.
the cover is also Rudy
Yeah,
Ray Moore,
love it.
like from the waist up, naked, and then there's a bunch of beautiful women around a Christmas tree, and it's anything but a white Christmas, so use your imagination. And then they have like tinsel over their breasts. It's one of the most bizarre record covers ever.
Rudy Moore is like stand there holding the Christmas tree.
Christmas tree, like from the start, he's like naked, but it's like the D'Angelo shot, but it's not like a good one.
And he was like, I think this album was like early 90s. So he
No.
was like in his 60s.
This is back. I think this is back in the day.
Oh, this was released back in the day?
Yeah, I think this was a
okay.
back in the day release. I think this is one of the first things he released.
Oh, okay.
To like get like going on traction. I think the Spotify is a re-release from the 90s.
Yeah, because it says 2007 on the
Yeah,
Spotify.
I think this is from back in the day because I don't know if you
Cover's
watched
so ridiculous.
the
So bad.
Eddie Murphy movie where he played Rudy Ray Moore.
Yeah.
This was one of the earlier cover shots back in the day.
All
But
right.
So good.
yeah, so that's that, and I get another
Nice.
pick here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna go right down the list here and really just choose another terrible song. We're gonna go with the Smashing Pumpkins' "Christmas Time."
Oh, that song. Did you listen to that one?
Yeah, I kind of liked it.
You kind of liked it.
I like the string arrangement.
I like the string arrangement. I hated his voice.
Oh, I always hate his voice.
But, like-
mostly. Yeah. And it's in octaves usually.
It's so this isn't like the worst Christmas song I ever heard, and it would probably be like appropriate in like a Hallmark movie, and that's what it sounds like it's from. The production is very Disney Hallmark, but like you're waiting for Billy Corrigan to be like, "Decide me with a present, Santa comes," and like that's really what this is. And the lyrics are so like straight on, like "Have a Merry Christmas" and there's children, and it sounds like kind of like perverted and weird when Billy Corrigan's singing it because like
'Cause he
despite
sounds
all his
creepy.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
his
like
voice
he's
just sounds
supposed to be
creepy.
his voice isn't like suited to sing the word children, not creepily. And like
Children playing.
like it's the whole like despite all his rage he's just a rat in a cage, and it's just like
No, he's just a man on the
and
playground.
this song is just like, oh, okay, and it's like it doesn't it feels weird to me.
Yeah.
So for it making me feel creepy, Smashing Pumpkins Christmas Time, it's off one of those compilations with the
Yeah, the special Christmas for the Special Olympics.
Christmas, yes.
Yeah. I think it's volume 3.
Yes. And who does the art on that? That's Keith Haring.
Keith Haring. Look at this. Fine art over here.
That's my boy.
He's the director of photography.
That's true. He's the fart director. Okay, have some respect.
Thank you.
Sorry.
All
right.
My next choice is, I believe it was top of my list of my suggestions, and this is the techno freak out Christmas Tree by Lady Gaga featuring Space Cowboy, which is pretty much entirely sexual innuendos. Wrap me up, put me on top, la 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 la. It's like Poker Face era, like drag, like techno RuPaul style music, and it's like all out of tune. Or annoying, I should say. Maybe not out of tune, but just that like.
It sounds like an Old Navy commercial.
Oh, yeah. That's
Old
what it
slavey
sounds
though.
like.
It's like BDSM.
Yeah.
It's like
Old slavey.
Yeah, it's like anytime someone tries to make Christmas sexy, it's so gross. I'm just like, what is going on? Also, light
so
me up,
bad.
put me on top. It sounds like it does not sound like what she's saying. It sounds like she's saying like something about like a iPad or something, like a tablet, like tablet me up or something. It's almost indistinguishable.
Are you trying to tell
person.
me Jingle Balls isn't sexy?
Yeah. I think one of the lyrics is something about wishes. My Christmas tree is delicious.
Well, there you go. No need for mistletoe in the Gaga house. You don't want to see what they do under the mistletoe. Oh, God.
Some wet ass Christmas.
Yeah. All right. So, is it my pick now?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Back to
We're getting into the doldrums of this list.
We are indeed, yes. I'm going to go with my gut on this one, and I'm going to go with another really terrible song.
They're all different.
They're all
this
terrible.
is starring Ronnie James Dio as vocalist, but also featuring Tony Iommi on guitar. God rest ye merry gentlemen. It's everything you like in Dio and everything you don't like in Dio in the same song. He Dios the shit out of this song. It's exaggerated. The vocals,
Satan comes in.
the vocals are bone dry. There's
The
nothing to
production-
soften the Dio-ness.
The production on this track is so horrid and
it's
terrible.
awful.
They didn't put. There's no reverb on this vocal. This is the driest vocal track I've ever heard. That's not a demo.
Yeah, and Tony Iommi too does this like doomy like bow 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 bow. Yeah, you know, and then Dio does his Dio thing. So yeah, it's absolutely awful, and I encourage you to listen to it. So let me star Dio there, and then oof. I'm trying to think what to go with on this one. I have one, but you guys are gonna pick that one, so I can wait.
No, you do
No,
it.
go with your heart.
Do it. Pick it.
Oh, I don't know though, because there's other ones that I want. All right, let me go with my heart. I'm gonna go with Typo Negative, Red Water. Parentheses Christmas Morning. Mind you, morning is spelled MOURNING.
My favorite way.
Very solemn. It's it's all that Typo Negative-y.
This is the longest song I've ever heard in my
Yo, Mike
life.
tried to play this for me at like 5:45 in the morning. I was like, get fucked. I'm like, get out of here.
It's like 7.5 minutes long. It's so.
He's like,
Oh, and
do
it's
I
got-
hear a Christmas song by a black metal? I'm like, nope.
They are not black metal, thank you very much. They are goth metal, okay? Get it right.
one of the lyrics
Vampire metal
is-
would do.
Stockings hung by the chimney, but who cares?
Peter Steele, rest in peace. Rest in peace to Peter Steele.
Such a long
How did
song.
he pass?
Yeah, how huh?
Sepsis.
Seriously.
Seriously. From heavy alcoholism.
Oh my
Come on, man.
I had to ask.
Yeah, to be fair, this song is 6 minutes and 48
Oh,
seconds.
my
It's so long.
It's at 14 BPM. Like
I hate this so much.
And it has that ding 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 ding.
I
Oh
can't
my
believe you
gosh,
hate
it's
it. I would take
amazing.
you for
Christmas
one to
songs.
like
Christmas songs live on the like public domain nature of all those little melodies. Because all these songs pretty much have some kind of quote of some kind of old timey melody.
Yeah.
I'd rather listen to someone blow hot saxophone noise in my ear for 45 minutes straight.
I have a
Ever
recorder. I
fucking
have a
listen to
recorder
that.
right here. I can help you out, sort of.
It's so bad.
So yeah, there you go. Dio and Typo Negative, and I'm sticking to them. Damn it.
Thank
Truly
you.
terrible
I'm
pick.
so glad you took that one. I hate
Thank
that
you.
song.
And
so
instead of
much.
putting a star next to that one, I put a pentagram.
Thank
So
you.
It's just upside down for those who don't know.
I am going with a song by Beck called "The Little Drum Machine Boy." Talk about the longest song that ever existed. This is another song. This is like 8 minutes long. It's kind of like electronic funk version of Little Drummer Boy. The best part of the whole song is when like a flat vocoder just sings in Hebrew. It's so
It's awful.
This is
I
like
hate
this is like
so
one of those
good.
things where they're like, "Do you want to do a Christmas song back?" And he's like, "No." And then they're like, "This is what we're gonna pay." And he's like, "Okay." And he's like, "But I'm gonna do artsy." And then like it's not good. It's like because it's drummer, but it's drum machine. It almost doesn't get the point at all if
Yeah.
the title isn't in the title. It's so bizarre.
And it's all Jewish references. He was raised. I mean, he was kind of raised Scientologist, but ethnically, or like his grandparents are Jewish, and so yeah, I just love the like Adonai Malakale, like the like like. Oh
That's
my
the best
God.
part. The whole
so
thing is
bad.
like it's very weird though, and like you're
So
like
long.
what you're like what's going on here?
Yeah.
Also, it feels like it was a song that was like the lead track on like a Gap Christmas compilation. So
I love it.
This was another early morning listen for us too, and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
man.
what the fuck?"
Oh,
is
I
you
played
get like
this one
you get like
again.
3 minutes in, and it like does all that electronic like the song's ending, and it's like, nope, we're not even halfway done. It comes back. It's so bad.
Oh God,
I love it,
All
though.
right, so
my main other thing with that one was you got to give me like a little ruppa pum pum if you're gonna. There's none.
Baruch Adonai
There's
Aleinu.
none.
No.
There's like none in the whole song, so that's why I'm like, you gotta at least maybe somewhat reference it. But
this isn't the song about the Little Drummer Boy. This is the song that is sung by the Little Drum Machine Boy.
That's true.
Ooh,
That's true.
and
So-
he was wishing Jesus a very Jewish Christmas.
He was
was.
indeed.
Yeah.
He was indeed. Happy birthday. All right,
All
Luca.
right, Luke, 2 picks.
Okay,
Back to backs.
here we go. I am going to go with one that I'm gonna okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one because I knew it existed, and I know you guys really hate it, and I think it's really bad. So we're gonna go with Weezer's "Oh Come All Ye Faithful."
Thanks for taking it.
This I remember. So I had like a Weezer obsession, like at a young age, and really was like into this band. And I knew they had a Christmas album, and even at the time knew that this was not a good Christmas album. This is like power pop Weezer, but they go halftime for the "Oh Come All Ye Faithful."
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is
they half it
terrible.
up,
They
yeah.
go halftime like total pop punk, like 101. It is so bad. I hate Rivers' vocal. The way he sings now, like, is so not. It's like all the auto tune thing he does, and it's like the harmonized auto tune. Also, this is like a pretty sloppily produced track at that. So, yeah, everything on Weezer's Christmas album is 2 thumbs down from me, but this is a giant 2 thumbs down. Mostly for the halftime chorus of "Oh Come All Ye Faithful."
And it's straight from the top. It's like from beat 1, it's just like, oh, please stop. please stop.
Chung, 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 chung,
Mary
chung,
Mary
chung, chung,
Weesmus.
chung, 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 chung.
So bad. That was on my like possibly last pick
Oh,
status.
I
Yeah.
thought so. When I picked
So
it, I was
bad.
like, "Oh, Jeff's gonna fucking hate this."
Perfect.
Also, like a known like raised atheist and all that stuff to the fucking
Very
Holy
weird.
Christmas
right.
music, what
Just
the
pick the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Just
Raise-
think about Santa. Don't think
Yeah.
about
Raised by Buddhists, not far
Right.
from where we work.
really
Yes.
interesting.
Yeah, like
Wow.
right down
Up-
the road from where we work.
up in Mansfield.
No shit.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, you have second pick, right?
Yes, sir.
Second pick, Luke.
Okay, so that was the first. I am going.
Come on, you gotta take it, man. It's on the board.
I'm gonna take one that is a real
you like. Do
real
it.
rocker here.
Yeah.
It's AC/DC's Mistress for Christmas.
You thought he was gonna pick, huh?
Not the one.
Dun, 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 dun.
So this is
Mistress for
is
Christmas.
this on
Yeah.
the album High Voltage? Actually on the album, or is this a B-side? to High
No,
Voltage?
this is on Razor's Edge.
Razor's
Razor's
Edge. That's what I
Edge.
meant. I'm
This
so sorry.
is. It's like track 6 on an album.
which is so.
And I
So
think it was
bold, so
released in
bold.
like November maybe. So
Yeah.
This was a big album, and I know it was because like
Yeah.
my pops had it, and this album came out in I
it's
think
Thunderstruck album.
1991 or 2. Yeah, this is Thunderstruck.
1990.
1990. Thank you. And so this was the Thunderstruck record, which is a giant song still gets played on the radio. Mistress for Christmas is one of the worst songs.
It's pretty good.
But
it's pretty good.
in the canon of AC/DC, it is pretty good though, right?
It's just following the formula, man.
It is,
Yeah,
and
that's
it's a good AC/DC song. The lyrics are just gross, sexy Christmas, which we
Yeah.
already said is not pleasurable for anybody, but
Except for them.
Except for them. So enjoy your sleazy AC/DC Christmas. Play this one, and make your relatives kind of upset. It's great.
First verse, he opens with "When I can grope you in the hay." I mean, come on, man.
Well, there you go.
You're canceling
Sleazy
Baby It's
Christmas.
Cold Outside. Cancel Mistress for Christmas.
They're consenting adults.
All
right.
right. My pick. Man, there's a lot of good ones on here still.
I'm so hung up on the groping in the hay.
I'm going with a song that I do like that came out a couple years ago, and it's by The Darkness. It's called Christmas Time, Don't Let the Bells End, which is like just formulaic darkness where it sounds like Queen meets Boston. It's really over the top. There's a twin guitar lead solo that has an ascending key change in the middle of the guitar solo. It gets bigger, and they have all those like the big tubular bells that are ringing out the whole thing. It's very over the top and very magical. With a choir at the end too.
I like this a lot.
Yeah, what's the lead singer's name? It's
Justin Hawkins.
Justin Hawkins. Yeah, man, oh my god, he's amazing. I love his voice.
I think this is only like maybe from 3 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, it's a pretty new song if I remember correctly. So yeah, just very over the top, but everything I want from The Darkness.
This is what I want Trans-Siberian Orchestra to sound like.
Oh yeah,
So-
good one. True.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
All right, Mike.
All right. Speaking of bands that I want
Yeah.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra to sound like, I'm gonna go with Alice Cooper featuring John Five, Billy Sheehan, and Vinny Appice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Claus spelled Claws.
As he lets you know in the first line of the song.
Yeah, he spells it out in the beginning of the song.
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's so bad, and I love it so much. I love
Again,
every ounce of it.
another one of these metal Christmas songs where the production is literally some of the most dog shit production I've ever
Same
heard.
compilation as the Dio song.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I didn't have to go far. There's way better songs on this.
Vinny Appice plays on this?
Yeah, Vinny Appice plays on this.
It goes, Santa Claus is coming to town. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, it's got this like descending thing. Oh my god, it's such a terrible song and
Who else is on
fantastic.
here?
It's pretty good.
John Five.
John Five.
He was a guitar player for Marilyn Manson.
Yeah,
For the
terrible.
longest time, and then Billy Sheehan, who is
Bass
the
player,
bass
yeah.
player for
There are so
David
many
Lee
talent.
Roth.
David Lee Roth, and he played with Steve Vai, and
Mr.
he
Big?
was in Mr. Big. Thank you.
Who approved these mixes?
I don't know.
Terrible.
I
know, man, they-
approve of them.
Alice Cooper's voice is not mixed into the song at all. It's just on top of the song.
We
sounds
were trying
good, though.
Yeah, we were trying
Yeah,
to.
it's not like a bad vocal, but it sounds bizarre on top of this track, though, right?
I love it.
All right. So then for my next pick, I'm just gonna stay with my list because you know what, I love these songs and nobody else likes them. So I'm gonna go with another band that I wish sounded like Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Not a band, sort of a band, not really. "Oh Holy Night" by Rob Halford. It's technically credited to his band Halford,
So
but
bad.
it's all that Judas Priesty goodness over kind of some crappy synthy keyboard stuff, and it's
A lot of his solo stuff is more keyboard based music and
Yeah.
electronica based metal music, so
Yeah.
it's kind of not that far a reach for a Halford thing. But again, this is some of the strangest production I've ever heard because it's
a weird song.
because you kind of want Rob Halford to do like a metal version of "Oh Holy Night" and like sing it with his like metal voice, but his voice is a little worse for the wear on this recording. And he doesn't really go for the high notes all the way where you want him to, and it's a bit weird.
Yeah, it is a bit weird, and I think he does winter songs. Halford 3 winter songs. So it's all there's an actual album full of like.
Oh
Christmas
yeah,
songs.
I listened to more of the album.
My man.
Was it
you.
was it any better?
It is kind of Trans-Siberian Orchestra-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because it's not.
got that vibe.
This is a cover of the song we all know, but there's songs on there where you're like, these are homages.
The tips of the hat, tips of the Santa Claus hat, if you will.
Yeah, like it's like 70-year-old Rob Halford sounding like bad, like Ozzy karaoke.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
Yeah.
Like I would listen to him sing about like robotic like birds for days, but like this is weird. Like hearing him
it's
be like,
just bad.
"The night Christ was born," and he's
Yeah.
not like talking about like
The name
evil
Judas
Christ.
is literally in your band name.
Yeah, it's-
the man who betrayed the one you're singing about. Just a quick reminder. Anyway, point being, it's a terrible song. Check it out. Jeff?
My next choice is from the cult R&B singer Swamp Dogg. It's a song called "Santa's Just a Happy Fat Fart." It's off of an album called like, what's the album called? A crappy,
Oh, an awful Christmas
awful
and
Christmas
a
and
lousy,
lousy New Year. I like this song because it is like a kind of peppy reggae-ish song. But if you listen with headphones or if you just listen to the song, he has so much strange auto-tuned delay that on his voice that's panning and it's all tuned. So it sounds like he's singing to like out of tune harmonies of himself, like through like a ghost keyboard. It's like you listen to the song for 20 seconds and you have to take it. You're like, this is awful.
Yo,
It's terrible choices.
I put on the Christmas this playlist before you guys got over to just like get in this mood. And this is the first song I put on. I thought the stereo was broken. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
It's so extreme. It's like whatever the delays are is not for effect. It's like way too much, way too much. Like this is a maniac making music kind of stuff.
Not only
It's actually a good song. The song is good if you don't pay attention to all the nonsense.
well, the lyrics are like funny. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
terrible,
Yeah.
and then like the production is like, what the fuck is going on? The whole thing is crazy.
This is like the music that like like a street performer has on a CD that's like handing out, and you bring it home, you put it on, and you're like, oh my god,
You know what
the
this
fuck
sounds
is
like? It
this?
suck through when you know those microphones you give little kids.
Oh, with the springs.
yeah, it's not hooked up to anything. That sounds exactly what this
It's
is.
so that delay is so crazy, and it's tuned delay. It's crazy. It's like spectery, like ghost.
That's my thing. I was like, there's a lot of deliberate production choices on these songs where we were like, why?
And that has like a haunted keyboard solo. It's so fucking crazy. All right, that's my choice. Swamp Dogg, the legend.
Dogg.
Check them out.
Love them.
Okay, back to me here.
We're getting down to, I think there's only 8 left, maybe.
Okay.
The best,
I'm
worst of the best.
I'm gonna go with one that I think like really started off my thought of this to begin with.
This is one. Thank you.
When me and Jeff were standing the other day, and this came on the radio, and we both were talking about how bad the song was. This is Band-Aids. Do They Know It's Christmas Time? Oddly offensive, weird, and out of touch. Bono's vocal is probably one of the worst lines ever sung in music history, and I love it every time. And also, shout out to the song not sounding like a Christmas song at all, and just sounding like any song from the 80s with Jingle Bells on top.
And you're talking. This is the original. 'Cause
Oh,
they've,
yes.
they've done like
1984,
they've done
yeah.
like 3 more versions with all the new current British stars over the years.
I'm talking that original one where
George Michael.
Yes, and Bono's like, thank God it's them instead of you. And it's just like, it's so weird. It's like, do people know it's Christmas? Do they want to know? Who gives a shit?
A special
Glad it's
acknowledgement.
not you ungrateful.
Special acknowledgement to the single artwork, which is a like collage of Victorian era white British children, and in the foreground are like 2 starving African children.
Yes,
It's very well-meaning but tasteless.
Yeah.
It's awful.
what do they call that? They call that they call it poverty porn. It's like it's a thing.
Yeah, that's what this song is.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
song is like the birth of that movement.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it because they imply that a whole continent doesn't know about Christmas, and
It's very colonialist and all that.
it's just so.
Yeah.
So, do they know it's Christmas time? We continue to play it on the radio every year. I hate this song, so don't.
I love this song because it's crazy.
The only thing Christmas is like the dom 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 dom, the bell chimes. Yeah, not a fan.
All right, what's your other pick, Luke?
Okay,
We're getting down to the wire.
Getting down to the wire.
we really are.
I think you'll have 2 picks left, I believe.
Yes, there are not many songs left here. I'm going to go with a song I think is doubly bad for double reasons. We're gonna go with a song I didn't know before I started doing this. This is Maroon 5's cover of "Happy Christmas." War is over.
This is the worst song on the list.
John Lennon and Yoko Ono cover. So before getting into even this song, I think the John and Yoko song was kind of good for what it was. It was very much Do They Know It's Christmas Time's original thing, except they were saying the war's over. If you want it, Merry Christmas. That was the message. Yoko sang it. It was hard to understand. We keep playing it over and over every Christmas till it's lost all meaning, and we are in endless amounts of war since then. I don't want to hear it anymore. It's over.
War is over.
The war.
It's just begun. With
Really?
this song.
So
This version.
this version takes all of those things I just said and just makes them so much more cemented in my hatred of it. Adam Levine sings this song with, like, he goes low on all the inflections, and he sings it very, like, meekly and depressed, and then decides to also do, like, the Yoko part and the part. It's so weird. You couldn't have gotten anybody else. Nobody in your band can sing. It's so weird and
can't even sing.
narcissistic.
Have some respect.
So again, this song feels like something that came off a sampler from like Forever 21 or The Gap or like American Eagle. I do not like this at all. It takes all the messaging of like war is over, and it's just it's so weird and
It's
so
very
far removed from like what it is. Anybody that covers the song,
Yeah.
I don't like. So like, I mean, like when it's just not a good
It
song.
sounded like it was done in one take.
That's the other thing.
It's so bad.
That
It's
it
so
sounds
bad.
so thoughtless, and it's just like, let's just do the who's a rock star that did a Christmas song, John, and that's, you're just like, nope. So
It's the absolute worst version of those like Starbucks acoustic like mixes.
yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
more.
It's
yeah,
the worst. It's because it's
You're
bad.
I was thinking like
Bad.
this is, and now that's what I call
You're on the
Christmas
nose.
Volume 12. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
no,
like
it's
they're
so
picking
bad.
at straws.
No,
they're like,
you're on the nose with that Starbucks pick.
But
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
because it's like the
bad.
rock. It's all the angles of it are wrong. And even if I didn't put that Maroon 5 version on here, I was thinking about putting that John Lennon song on here because I'm tired of hearing that one at Christmas too.
yeah.
My next pick is Ho 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 Dirty Christmas by the Yin Yang Twins. Especially because the song starts with like Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
so aggressive.
It's like, whoa. And it's just that like do 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 do, and it's, you know, sexually explicit, crazy stripper music. It's fucking terrible. But that opening where it's like the Cookie Monster yelling at you, it's so bad.
Intense.
Merry Christmas.
You're right.
Love it.
This is Christmas music to strip to, and I'm here for it.
And I'm here for it. Do I have two?
Your
picks?
last two, man.
My last two. Here we go. Okay. Well, I'm gonna join Jeff in the hip hop Christmas pick. I'm gonna go with Gucci Mane. All I Want for Christmas. That was one of mine anyway. And all he wants for Christmas is a Glock with the extension. That's all I'm gonna say.
All I want for Christmas is my Glock and my extension.
I was listening to this Christmas song, and my wife was just like, "Wow, this is really violent and awful." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, it's Gucci Mane Christmas, baby."
Oh, what does he say? He wants to see some people disappear for Christmas.
Yeah, he wants to see some people dead or disappeared or something like that. I was like, "Wow, this is a oof."
He's the snowman.
Scary Christmas. Yeah, exactly.
Don't fuck around on Christmas.
Don't fuck around on Christmas. You won't have to find out.
Yeah, like this was one of the first like ones like I heard like Mike, and I was like, oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
Pretty good.
play this one for your grandma.
Yeah, it's pretty
Play
good.
this one for Grandma.
What's your last pick, Mike?
My last pick. I'm gonna go with my heart.
Please.
And this one isn't necessarily a bad song.
No, it's a great song.
It's a great song. And
Surprised the last of this song.
Yeah, you think a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love The Offspring, and I'm gonna.
Oh my god. So bad. No.
Listen, there's a reason why I'm picking this
Wow,
song.
The Offspring.
This draft just turned wild.
It just went wild. I gave you all the curveball. You know what it is? It's the gift of giving, and I know this is a song that, like, the song that we're actually talking about is a song that has a special place in all of our hearts. So I'm gonna go hard with The Offspring, Christmas, Baby Please Come Home. This song was a complete surprise to me because I listened to this and I'm like, oh, The Offspring doing a Christmas song, this is going to be great and awful. And it's actually surprisingly not bad.
There's the pitch correction on the vocals is so extreme. It's like, it doesn't sound like autotune like how you think of like pop music autotune. It's just like wrong notes that they've like lifted, so it's just like it's so crazy.
It's like when you hear a guitarist bend to the right note. That's what it's
so crazy.
Like,
this style
So
of
distracting.
autotune was really popular in like pop punk production.
The lights coming down. You're like,
Exactly.
oh,
if you listen to a lot of pop punk from like 2005 to like 2015, it has a lot of the harmony is all done like that because it's sung all out of tune and then bent in, so it's all like.
it's crazy.
It's
crazy.
Yeah,
And it's a cover of like one of the most eternal great Christmas songs. It's so disrespectful.
fuck your Christmas.
But
it's not that bad. It's just
but it sucks.
it's just like ugh. It's just ugh. And also the cover art is also pretty egregiously bad.
Yes. So there we go. I'm not going for songs I like here, people. I'm going for songs that are bad. So there we are.
All right, my final pick
Take it away.
is a song that I recently discovered, and it's a song called It Was a Silent Night, at least until Jeff Lynne arrived. It is by the artist Granddaddy, who is like an indie artist that's been around for 20, 25 years. And this is a song that is Silent Night, the tune of Silent Night, and the tale of Jeff Lynne from Electric Light Orchestra visiting Granddaddy at his home studio. And it's just this like lullaby, but it's like Jeff Lynne, Jeff Lynne. So right off the bat, you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
So it's like barely a Christmas song, but it's Christmas song enough because it happens on Christmas, and Jeff Lynne visits him and brings him gingerbread cookies.
While
And it's about one or two verses too long, but it's still pretty good.
while I was listening to this, I was like, why the fuck is Jeff making me listen to this fucking song? I was like, what the fuck is this about?
I know.
It's actually it's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, but you're just like, what is going on?
It's like that Flaming Lips style, psychedelic, like sad music.
Mixed with like that Velvet Underground song from the second album that's all like just like a long story.
Yeah. I love it.
All right, there it is, which means there's one
The
left.
final pick. I thought this was gonna be the number one pick of the whole day.
Yeah?
It's the last pick of the day.
It's the last pick. Maybe it's because it's too obvious. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
we
maybe.
let it sit for a long time. This is actually my favorite Christmas
That's
song
why.
of all time.
Yep.
Even though I know it's most people really don't like it. This is Paul McCartney's Wonderful Christmas Time.
Chong chong. Chong chong.
So
Chong chong chong.
I think everybody knows that in 1980, Paul McCartney released his synthesizer Demon on the World. That is McCartney 2. And while doing that session, he wrote some Christmas music. And this is the Christmas song he wrote. I believe it's the first original Christmas song that Paul wrote and released. So that's pretty interesting. And to that, it's all keyboard. It's a keyboard nightmare. It's a keyboard with reverb, like
Keyboard
and
Fantasia.
echo. Boing, 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 boing.
Paul McCartney went, wait, you have a digital reverb unit? I mean, a digital delay unit? Let's use that thing to the max.
And
Turn it up to 11, man.
that they did. So this is a lot of people find that really annoying. I find this song to be really like sentimental to my childhood, and I like the choir of children. I like the whole thing. Even though the keyboards are so bizarre and out there and almost not Christmas-like at all. But it's Christmas for the future, and I'm here for it. And also, One of my favorite cover arts of this whole thing is this single to this Paul McCartney single, because I think it's really, it's just cool looking. It's like Paul, and it's very Christmas, and it's very Bing Crosby esque.
Oh yes, I do know that picture.
So that is why, it's. I'm glad we saved it for last, everybody.
Oh
Yeah.
man, this song is
Bring
so
it on
good.
home.
Oh, right. Yes.
At the end, also, quick shout out to Rudolph the Reggae Reindeer, or whatever it's
B-side.
called.
The
The
red-nosed
B-side to this.
reggae.
It is insane and very reminiscent of this song.
Yeah.
So,
So there you have it, guys.
Alex,
So
can you read down
that's
our
good.
orders, my man?
yeah, what we got?
Yeah, starting with Mikey. Your first song is King Diamond, No Presents for Christmas.
Goddamn right it
It's
is.
a good opener. And then your list goes as follows. DMX, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Come on!
Banger. Come on. John Denver, Please Daddy, Don't Get Drunk This Christmas. Clarence Carter, Backdoor Santa. Dio, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Christ, your list is all over the place. Typo Negative, Red Water, Christmas
Oh, it's right
Morning.
in place, baby.
Alice Cooper. Apple autocorrected this one for me. It said Salt Claus is coming to town, but it's Santa Claus. Halford, Oh Holy Night. Gucci Mane, All I Want for Christmas. And then you end with The Offspring, Christmas. Baby, please come home.
That is an
Baby,
awful mix
please.
if I ever heard one.
Shoot me.
Really like that.
Please kill me.
Next up is Jeff. Your first song is Easy E, Merry Motherfucking Christmas. It's a banger. Then you have Lou Monte, Dominic the Donkey, David Diggs, Puppy for Hanukkah. My personal favorite, Korn, Jingle Balls. Lady Gaga featuring Space Cowboy, Christmas Tree. Beck, The Little Drum Machine Boy. The Darkness, Christmas Time, Don't Let the Bells End. Swamp Dog, Santa's Just a Happy Fat Yin Yang Twins, Ho Ho Ho, Dirty Christmas. And then you end with Granddaddy. It was a silent night, at least until Jeff Lynne arrived.
All right.
It's a good list. It's well-rounded.
With Luca?
Luke, your list starts off with good old Bob Dylan, as we were shitting on him earlier. Must Be Santa. Then you have another personal favorite of mine, Canned Heat and the Chipmunks, the Chipmunk song. Twisted Sister, Oh Come All Ye Faithful. Rudy Ray Moore, Merry Christmas, Baby. The Smashing Pumpkins, Christmas Time. Weezer, Oh Come All Ye Faithful. AC/DC, Mistress for Christmas, In the Hay Again. Band-Aid, Do They Know It's Christmas. Maroon 5, Happy Christmas, War Is Over. And then good old Paul McCartney, Wonderful Christmas Time.
All right.
On the readback, I think Weezer made us cringe the worst. So
Yeah?
it's up there.
Definitely.
I think you have both of the versions of "O Come All You Faithful" too. You took both of them.
You must really like that song.
I just think it's a really bad Christmas song.
All right. Well, there you have it, guys.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Stay safe, and again, like, comment, subscribe.
We'll
all
make a
that stuff.
playlist. We'll
And
share
thank
this
you.
playlist
Yeah, we'll
on
share this.
Spotify.
We'll share the playlist. So
Find
keep
it
an
in
eye
the
out for that.
description.
Yeah, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for listening. Happy holidays, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Ooh.